Creating graphs in Python. Graphs are diagrams showing the relation between variable quantities, or it could give us visual depiction of one single variable also. So graph and plots are very important to visualize the data. It gives us idea how the distribution of data is and how the data is distributed toward a scale. We will try to figure out three kind of basic graphs or plots. One is scatter plot, box plot, and trend chart. First we will move to scatter plot. Scatter plot gives us indication on the relation between two chosen variables. The variables has to be numerical. We can try to plot it in Python like this. We will first import our dataset, which is cars. I have imported the dataset car, and if I want to see all the columns that we have, I will use the dot columns dot values function. It will give me all the variable names in the data frame. Next, what I can do is I'm trying to plot a scatter plot between horsepower and MPG city. I can just use the describe function to find the summary of the horsepower and the summary of manufacturing city, which is MPG city. MPG city is the miles per gallon, which is the average or mileage of the car in city. We are trying to find the relation between horsepower and the mileage per gallon in the city of the particular car. What we have to do to plot a scatter plot, we need to first import matplotlib as plt, and then to draw a scatter plot we can use dot scatter function, and then we can give the values of the two variables between which we want to find the scatter plot. And when I run it, we can see that there's a relation between horsepower and miles per gallon in a city. We can over here we can see that with the here we can see that the higher the number of horsepower is, the miles per gallon or the average or the mileage of the car is reducing. Like here we can see that with the 100 horsepower we have 60 mile of mileage, but when we keep going we can see that there is 500 miles. With the 500 horsepower, the mileage has been reduced to around 10. Here is a practice for you. You can import the sports goods sales data, and with average income and sales, and you can find a scatter plot, and you can find if there is any relation or not. Next is the bar chart. Bar charts are used to summarize a categorical variable, and the count of each category we can find it and we can plot it in a graph. How can we do this? Let's see. So for categorical variable we will plot bar chart. Before that we need to find the value counts or the table or the frequency chart of those variables. First we will import the cars data frame, and then we will imagine we are trying to find the frequency distribution or the bar chart for cylinder variable. So first we need to use the dot value underscore count to find the frequencies. We have stored the frequencies in this new freq variable, and if we try to open it we can see that number of cylinder 190, 136, and for 6 cylinder we have the number of motors vehicle which are 190. With 4 cylinder engine we have 136 type of vehicle. With 8 cylinder engine we have 87 type of vehicles, like this. And we have to plot a box plot, we have to divide the values and index by using the value function and the index function. What this values will do is will give us the values in the distribution, and the index will give us the categories that we have. Here we have categories 6 cylinder engine, 4 cylinder engine, 8 cylinder engine, 5 cylinder engine, 12 cylinder engine, 10 and 3 cylinder engine, and so on. So frequency of 6 cylinder engine there are 190 6-cylinder engine or vehicles, and with 4-cylinder engine there are 136 vehicles. Now if we want to draw the bar plot, we have to again import the matplotlib, and to find the bar chart we can use the function .bar between frequency of index and frequency of values. First variable we have to give the index or the name of all the categories, and then the frequency values, meaning the frequency of each index, we have to give the in the second parameter. If we try to run it, we can see the frequency distribution. Over here we can see that for 3-cylinder there are very low values, and for the 6-cylinder there are values around 180, which we have seen before, 190 values. Next is a lab for you for bar chart, and you have to summarize the information of family size in the sports goods sales data. Next is the trend chart. Trend chart is used for time series data set. What trend chart does, it over the period of time, what is the value of one particular variable, it gives us, and it connects all the dots in a scalar line. We will try to plot a trend chart in Python now. We are going to import the air passenger data set, and we can see, if we want to see the column name, we can use .column.values. We can see that there are two variables, date and number of air passengers. So here we can see that there are 144 observations, and if we want to plot a trend chart, we can use .plot function, and then redirect ourselves to the data set and the variable name, which is AIR, and it will give us a trend chart of air. So here we can see that with over the period of time, or number of days or number of weeks, the trend chart is giving going higher and higher. So this is how we can plot trend chart in Python. Next part is our conclusion. So in this session we have discussed some basic data reporting and graph. We have tried understanding the descriptive statistics and how to perform those statistics in Python, and next step we can start moving to advanced modeling. We have also discussed some basic graphs and how to plot the graphs in Python.